the asshole for not repeatedly telling my girlfriend when the oven was beeping. Well, I've turned 35 since the last time we posted. Thank you.
We made a major change in our relationship.
Going through changes. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing.
That's funny.
I'm gonna cringe when I see this.
If this ends up being in the episode, they're like, damn, you guys buried the lead.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Caesar.
And I'm Carla.
Welcome to another episode of Carla and Caesar's Modern Life.
Episode number 51.
51, that's right. This is the first time we recorded since September 11, 2023, huh?
5 months ago.
Yeah. Well, that we published because we did. So that we're in a new studio, and that was even before I had an idea that we were going to be in the studio.
Right.
And yeah, we started recording. We did a test recording, like I think it was in December, like late December.
Right.
And
No, early. It was December 5th.
December 5th? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, December 5th. So yeah, it's been a few months now, this February that we're recording this now.
Yeah.
End of February. So
because at this point, you're comfortable here already.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope to stay here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So how you been?
Good, to say the least. I've been going through changes. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing.
That's funny.
I'm going to cringe when I see this. Well, I've turned 35 since the last time we posted. Thank you. Thank you. At one point, since the last time we recorded, I had this feeling like I wanted to have more of a sense of a community. Mm-hmm. And since then, I've become really good friends with a girl at the yoga studio. And I've also been trying to go to the same classes as my sister and my friend, one of my best friends, Corey. Yeah. And so that has been really fun to have like that, so I can see my friends regularly and stay in shape because I feel like I just don't really go out and drink as much as I used to. And I feel like that used to be how I was social. And since I wasn't doing that, I wasn't seeing people. Yeah. And so that has been great. Shout out Raw Yoga. It's seriously my second home. It's like my favorite place. I'm actually currently taking a break from yoga to heal, like let my skin heal from a cyst that I got removed. But I think the rest has been good for me. Just because I feel like when I am working out consistently, I'm trying to like also make everything else fit. And so it keeps me kind of like on the go, kind of like rushing things. And like, in a way, I think like maybe that like, that's just part of me, like, trying to like make everything happen. But I feel like that keeps me sort of like in a survival mode sort of thing. So I think the rest has been really good. And also for my body, like I feel great and I've been sleeping good. And then I want to say this was about a month ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was about a little over a month ago. I got a phone call from a family friend and he just wanted me to like let me know that I should check in on his wife, who is also a family friend and who actually like played a really big role in my life. And like I feel like the way that I turned out, like I feel like a lot of the things that she introduced into my life have like stayed with me, like including working out. I feel like I credit her for that a lot because she would take me to the gym with her, which no one was otherwise gonna like be doing that for me, you know? Yeah. And I have had like a really positive relationship with working out. And so I feel like I'm grateful for her for that. She's been sick. And so I guess I just kind of assumed that she was okay because I hadn't heard otherwise. Mm-hmm. But even then, like that, I shouldn't have assumed that. And also like, I should have been like checking in. Yeah. And so that was kind of like a wake up call for me. Like he didn't say it like in a mad way, but he was in a way like it felt like a nice, or a kind, like get your shit together sort of thing. Yeah. And I think I just needed to hear that. And since then I've like, just been focusing on like checking in on my friends as well, like trying to balance like the last time we recorded here, the episode that we didn't put out, we talked about how we were being more social and stuff. And I feel like we both have been. Mm-hmm. And then at the same time it sparked like this feeling in me that I needed like a change. And just it came in like small like little like pings that I would get, like just like when your intuition tells you something where it's like obviously not coming from your mind. And it was during my review at work, I mean, it wasn't because of this comment, but like there was a comment made about like my work ethic. And the person that did my review said that they didn't agree, but that had been brought up. And so that kind of like stung in a way that was like, well, if you're not going to appreciate me here, like I'll just go like where it's convenient for me to go. Because not that everyone needs to like me, but I just feel like I don't need that energy, because there's this one saying or somebody on social media posted a story about how they had a snake growing up, or they had a snake. The snake was in a cage of a certain size, and then she had to take her snake to the vet, and the vet told her that she was as big as her cage, and she would grow into her cage as soon as she got her a bigger one. So as soon as she did start growing and like caught up to the size that she was meant to be. And so she just correlated that to like your environment. And I just feel like if that's the energy that I'm giving out, then that means like this isn't like the best place for me.
Yeah.
And so I thought about it for a bit, and then the more I thought about it, the more it felt like aligned. And so it only took maybe 3 weeks to get the transfer. And so the store is a little bit closer. It's going to be closer to my parents and just more conveniently located for me, and like all the things that I am trying to do. Like I did a ceramics class.
Nice.
You can cut me off whenever. And I want to keep going. So that's in that area. And yeah, things like that.
Nice.
Thank you. What else? So yeah, I had my first day. It was overwhelming, and I was like overstimulated. So I feel like I wasn't myself, but it's okay because it will only get better from here.
Yeah, nice. And we also went to Disneyland earlier this month. That was
did.
Fun. We went with your family that was visiting from Mexico. Just for a little bit. We mostly did our thing, but also went with your sisters as well. And that was really fun. I hadn't been to Disney
It was really
in
fun.
like a year and a half or something. And we did it the right way. I mean, we spent money because you have to when you're there, but we were able to ride the rides without having to wait in line.
Right.
For a
And
very
we
long
got
time.
to do all the ones that we wanted to,
Yeah.
for the most part, right?
Yeah. And then for me, the studio, man, I haven't talked about it in a podcast. I did it on the Rodriguez show just because it happened so much on the Rodriguez show. Was just us being able to get into the studio in Anaheim and being able to record here. And it's been really fun and to figure out how to do things. And it took a little bit. I mean, we started here in December, and I feel like now, like probably by late January, we had like a set figured out. And we're still trying to improve that because it's only the beginning. So that's what we're going to be recording from, which is really cool because we can, there's going to be more customized stuff to our show down the road. But right now, it's a nice little setup. It looks cool.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been exciting to be doing these things. And that's it.
Congratulations. It's been really cool to see how you guys have gotten like really comfortable with like turning the sets around and like, all the events that have been successful. And yeah. Super proud of you, and it's super inspiring.
Thank you. Yeah, so another big thing that happened, a pretty major thing that happened in the last couple months, was that we made a major change in our relationship. One of the things was, I think the reason, and we recorded something where we tried to explain the reason, and it got a little complicated, but it's just we're trying to live our best life. Is that the gist of it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we're trying to live our best life and, give each other the freedom to be more social. And if that means, dating other people in that process, then that's something we're allowing ourselves to do.
Yeah.
And it's been a few months that we've been doing this. And we've had some interesting experiences so far.
Already.
Oh my God.
Yeah. 3 months now?
3 months.
Yeah.
No, I mean, was it November? So 4 months?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was November. Yeah. So it's been a few months now, and when we first recorded something about this, we hadn't had any experiences, so it was like weird to talk about. So now that we have been able to have these conversations with each other and with other people, I feel like it's a little easier to talk about.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I thought and I was excited on my side of it. I was like, oh, cool, like I'd be able to date people because I've never been that person to date like around. I just was been long-term relationships. But and I was like excited to check out the scene. And I can tell you guys now 3 months in, it's not fun.
The scene is trash.
The scene is trash. Everything people say about it is true.
Oh no.
I was thinking about, I was like, oh yeah, like, yeah, no, it sounds trash, but like, isn't it kind of fun? And they're like, no. And then they're like, you guys are right.
You were right all along.
Yeah.
But maybe, do you think that maybe that's what part of the reason why, do you think that that's what you anticipated, or were you going into it pretty hopefully?
I was going in pretty hopefully because I feel like I'm like, well, I think I can be, I'm a catch in a certain sense.
Yeah.
And even the conversations that we've had, I don't want to flex, but you were like saying that you, what was the thing you said, that I go out there and show them what it's like to be treated with respect, or what was it? Like something like that.
I mean, if what is out there is like not that, then yes. Like, you know, like you, like, I feel like just you being yourself, like you, like are respectful, and like you have boundaries and you respect boundaries. And like, I feel like you have, even before we were dating, I feel like you had qualities that just made me feel really safe. And I feel like if you can be that, like, to somebody else, like, why not? And also, like, if you don't have these experiences now, I feel like when you are your most yourself, like, I feel like at the end of the, like, I would hate for you to like look back and regret not pursuing things if they felt, you know, if you felt like aligned.
And that's the same for you would say,
right,
on your side of it too. It's like to be able to do that, like, and I didn't think I would ever, I mean, I don't know, like I didn't know that's what would happen with us, but it just seems like it's working so far because we have that trust in ourselves that, and we've created enough boundaries to know, like, okay, like this will work for us so far. Yeah. I mean, do you have any experiences you've had so far that you want to share?
Sure. I mean, and I was going to say too, like, I'm sure we're still learning, and like, I feel like I've heard twice now that we should talk to people that have been in similar situations where, so that we like know what can, I don't know, just so we can ask questions basically.
Yeah, and I think that's good. I mean, if you guys are watching and you're in that, just send us a comment. We can have a conversation.
That's true. Yeah, that would be great. And then you asked me if I had anything that I wanted to share.
Yeah, like any.
It's funny to talk to you about it, because we've like been so like experiencing all this together. So it's just funny to like re-say it. But I mean, I won't share. I mean,
You've been in situations already that have worked out for you, and some that are funny and you can share with us, right?
True. The one that I do think I can share is that I did tell somebody that I had a crush on them, and they actually were really drunk when I told them, and so I regretted saying something. Yeah. He was intrigued, and so that was fun. But at the same time, like, it was not fun because I just felt like, oh, I wish like
they wouldn't have been so drunk.
Yeah.
That's how you fumble it. But he didn't know that was going to happen that day.
Yeah, that's true. Like, he really had no idea. So I can't really like blame him.
But I can say that, and even like in the situation, like I said, it hasn't worked out for me, but I've like tried, like I've been having conversations with people and like I hate, like I've been saying this everywhere to people that I tell people, I'm like, I don't want to be the stereotypical guy that goes, girls are confusing, but some people send mixed messages. And it's like, I try to be a direct communicator, and if that can't be reciprocated, then maybe there's a reason. So that's why it makes me feel better when it doesn't work out in the end, because I'm like, well, even if, because it's not, because we talked about it, and it's like, we want to have a connection, we want to actually like these people that we're hanging out with, so that's important. And so that's something too, where it's like, oh, am I just talking to this person because it was like an opportunity, a person that like responded to me, and that's what I wanted, or do I actually want to, like, do I like the person enough to make a connection? You know, and that's been a question. I mean, it's been interesting to experience it, but it's like still like not fun, because there's real people involved, and like, you know, even if it's not like you fall in love with somebody, you still feel for that, or you like them enough, and you know, so the rejection can be hard too. Yeah. But I like, when it had occurred at one point, I was like, you know what, it's life, and I should appreciate the fact that I get to experience this. I didn't,
this opportunity.
Yeah, like it was like you learn from everything. So
for sure.
So yeah, that's just so far what we've been going through.
Yeah, so lots of changes, like such a difference from where we started recording.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I just feel good about it because it just feels like it's the right thing for us. And like you said, like we feel really confident in each other, and
I think
it just feels good.
It did take a minute to like get over that, like me being kind of like holding back in terms of like I was embarrassed to share stuff, but it's like, why, because
Yeah.
we're doing this as a team,
Right.
And so it took me like I had to like tell myself that and be like, no duh,
Yeah.
So
And I get it. Like you probably were trying to like not hurt my feelings, which like I can understand and like appreciate. But yeah, I'll be interested to see like how that develops and like how we get more comfortable with like just everything.
yeah, I agree. So yeah, keep it tuned in for more updates on that. If this ends up being in the episode, they're like, damn, you guys buried the lead.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's good though because it gives people a chance to like have more episodes to watch.
We eased them into it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we did share a lot this episode, but I think we should at least do one scenario because that's what we do on this show. So do you want to read it?
Sure. Am I the asshole for not repeatedly telling my girlfriend when the oven was beeping? My girlfriend was cooking banana bread tonight. She set the timer on the oven and asked me to tell her when it beeps while she goes back to the bedroom. I call her when it does. She puts it in a bit longer and then puts another tray in and asks me to call her again. This happened several times. Eventually, I ask her why she can't just set a timer on her phone, which I normally do when cooking. So this doesn't have to be a two-man job. She tells me no, just keep telling me when it beeps. I go off into the study and hear it beeping again and a bit later, but don't say anything.
She comes out a few minutes later and throws a full tantrum. She tries to grab me off a plate of banana bread I'm already eating.
Because he took the bread out when it was ready.
She tries to grab me. Okay. Yeah. After physically fending her off, I tell her she's being ridiculous and finish it. I go back to the kitchen and she's thrown the remainder of the tray, which she just spent like an hour cooking, in the sink, ruining it out of spite and now not talking to me again. Damn. We have arguments like this every other week.
No.
Am I the asshole?
Oh, wow.
Why did he say that last sentence?
Right? That's a bummer. Poor couple. I mean, both of them. I'm sure los dos se prestan. That's what it sounds like. Like if you think this is normal or like, behavior to like fight like this every other week.
Yeah. And if you're that annoyed by her asking you to something simple, then maybe it's just not working out, guys. Like,
yeah. Like from both sides, it's just like, just maybe not a match and it's okay.
It's true though.
Yeah.
So you're not an asshole. I don't think you're an asshole for being annoyed, because it just seems like you're in a situation where you just don't like the person you're with. Or maybe we're being drastic, but if you're having these kind of arguments over little things like this, then, I think it's just, you need to go your separate ways.
Yeah.
Is that worse than somebody being an asshole? Because at least they're going to be like, yeah, she's right, apologize.
Well, an option is everyone here sucks.
Yeah, she sucks too, I guess.
I think, well, yeah, like if she put it in the sink out of spite, like how does she not suck? I mean, that and like the whole timer thing.
Yeah.
I can see how that would get annoying, like especially like if you're trying to do something yourself. But I think that it just sounds like maybe they don't know how to set boundaries with each other, which is something that they could learn from each other. But it doesn't sound like maybe they're in the right headspace to think of it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if they live together, maybe try to work it out. But if not,
yeah, at least try.
Yeah.
And then if you really don't like each other, then So damn, that was a good one though. All right, guys. So that's it for this week. Remember to follow us on Instagram. Follow me at I am Caesar Rod. Where can they follow you?
Carla Rod 89.
And then at the Rodriguez Show. That's the other radio show that I do. Rodriguez Podcast. And we have some stuff coming up too. I'm doing another podcast soon. So.
Oh yeah.
And then exciting. You're doing one too. Well, but we haven't even done anything for it, but.
We will.
Yeah. I'm making a podcast about clothes with my friend that I work with at the clothing store. So it's going to be exciting.
That's super exciting. I am excited to learn about fashion.
Yeah, there you go. And then you said did you say you're plant page already?
No, not yet. My plant page is Plant Parenthood OC on Instagram, and you can reach out to me there if you have any plant questions.
Nice. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Remember to take care. Oh, we'll see you next time. Remember to take care of yourself and each other. We're definitely going to do a Beyonce reaction video for the country album, by the way.
Yeah, we're going to be on standby.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you then.
Thank you for watching. Bye.